Happy Monday. It is 1 p.m. Been a good morning in at Soul Hub. Had some good conversations, had some good laughs this morning, which I thoroughly enjoyed. One of the guys, James, he's a fascinating guy. He's a bloody artist. He does some drawing. Oh, takeaway for today: stop fidgeting. Improvements, continued improvements, daily action, turning up. That was good. I enjoyed it. It's good to get some laughs in at someone else's expense. Laughing at this guy. Fuck, he just doesn't shut up. Last week I sat with him and I was just like, James got caught with him at another event, like a Christmas event. I think it was actually years ago. I thought he was talking about recently. He's like, he just doesn't shut up. And I was just laughing. I was like, oh. Sometimes we try and be too like accepting of others and nice and kind and want everyone to love me and be friendly to everyone. And it was a good reminder. I was just like, hey, he just needs to shut the fuck up. He's got some good wisdom and stuff to say, but it's like sometimes people just don't want to hear fucking wisdom. So you just want to talk shit about something. I don't want to hear philosophy about the world. You gotta meet people where they're at. That's a great takeaway for life. Meet people where they're at, because sometimes people don't want to hear the shit you gotta say, like what you gotta talk about. Meet them where they're at. Meet people at their level. I think for me it was just like, yeah, we're all at different stages in life, and just acknowledging where someone's at in their journey a little bit and just being conscious of that when you're talking to them. It's like, not everyone wants to hear my stuff either. It's like, it could be boring as fucking batshit. I don't blame them. I'm very good at listening, but sometimes it's like, I don't want to hear this. This doesn't serve me. I've had a good realization within myself today around love. And I think it's coming back to self. It's quite easy to lose self, and like everything, it's continual daily practice of these things. And for me, self-love is something I believe within self. Getting a lot of admiration and attention from other people. Not a lot, but more, I guess, coming into my world with what I do and where I'm at in my journey and my growth, and how I'm showing up for myself, and then others admiring that, and the love I send out coming back towards me. Navigating relationships, predominantly romantic and friendships, and a lot of that's around women, and it's a challenge that I know that I want in my world, but it doesn't challenge me nonetheless. That's something that I knew was going to be quite a challenge for me, but in turn, doing the work and putting the time in, it will have a massive impact on my life. So I'm grateful for these challenges, but they're still challenging nonetheless, and there's no measure of how big or small each of our individual challenges are in life. It's how we approach those and show up and navigate our way through, allow them to pass the different challenges. And as we level up, we have more capacity to face more challenges. And I just want to acknowledge myself for where I'm at and the capacity I have. In turn, it's still, my challenges are my challenges, and I'm not perfect either, and I acknowledge that. I think there is a core component of love for self, which is something that challenges me and a lot of people, no doubt. And I think it's when you truly find love for self that when you go inwards and find that within, you can really send and receive. And I've found within me, I've done a lot of work on it, and I'm proud of where I'm at and admire the person that I am. I acknowledge a lot of all the positives around myself, and so proud of the person I've become, but I I've found in the last few days is I had a feeling yesterday that I've felt before, and I haven't felt it for a while, but it's just this like it's this icky feeling of like, oh, it's like fuck, I'm on my own again. Like, I think it's Christmas time and continually putting energy into myself and my brand, and it's a lonely journey. I feel great about what I'm doing with that journey, and it's heading in the right direction. And I had this feeling of like loneliness yesterday, and it's not the truth. I know that, but it's still hard. My brain was like this feeling inside of like, oh, it's like I'm on my own again, through like having challenging conversations that I know are right and they're heartfelt and true to my heart. And with that comes like this disconnect between certain people in my world. It was this pull towards, I'm like, it's like all of a sudden it's like, oh, I need like this external validation. I need like this, I need to be seen. I need to like, I need attention. All of a sudden it was like, oh, it's like trying to acknowledge that and not let the brain wander and do what it needs, what it wants to do to satisfy that emotion. And it's like where acknowledging it, like I give myself full credit for being able to see that, and certain subconsciously certain behaviors and patterns are arising again. And I'm like, I don't want to leave a trail of destruction, if that makes sense. I can quite easily like welcome beautiful people into my world and spit them out the other side and keep moving forward. And it's like, that's just not the way I operate. And I guess it's quite easy to, it's not easy, but welcoming certain people in. I'm quite aware of who I allow into my vortex, and the frequency and level that people are operating at becomes higher and higher, as with mine. And then I get caught between the mind and the heart, and it's like the mind is seeing, the mind is analysing the environment, what's going on, but the heart knows the truth. When you can connect with your heart, you know the decision comes from here. And I know there's certain decisions, and I make these decisions and it's hard, and then the heart feels like it's like these little fractures or something when you've got to make these tough decisions. And it's about trying to be a people pleaser and wanting everyone to love me. And not sometimes, but that's just the reality of life. Not everyone's going to love me, and I'm not going to make decisions that can please everyone. And it's the fear of being hurt is in turn a lot of growth for me around relationships and let's say letting go of people that come into my world. I guess in full honesty, I don't know exactly what I want within a relationship, but that's okay. I feel that I know I can put it on paper, but at the end of the day, it's the true feeling. It's the time you spend with people. And I know within self when I've had this feeling before when I'm with someone and it's like my heart's just not in it. And acknowledging that, I think it's acknowledging that early and early, and just really tuning into that space and being like, and listening to that as opposed to the mind, especially early days. It's like, is it the mind that's making the decision or the heart? Like, where is this coming from? And really coming back to that. And I'm proud of myself for navigating this stuff, because it's, it's still challenging for me. It really is. And my capacity to keep showing up for myself and my emotional stability, I'm really proud of that. Like, just being emotionally stable, like stuff like this. It's like, yeah, I have moments where it's like, oh, I feel a bit icky, and it's like, oh, I get a bit of like, oh, holy shit, it's like, fuck, this is happening again. Like, oh, I might go down here. I could go downhill, and fear of like ending up where I've been before, like more mentally around my mental state, and it's like, holy fuck, and then it's like, come back to self, keep coming back. It's like, okay, we got this, and it's like everything. You just got to continually practice things, and for me, it's about like, oh, I don't need meditation. I love myself so much, and I was at a really good point with self-love. I feel like really just tuning into myself and really just feeling a lot of love. And I know when I feel in that state of pure love for self, it's like that's when the beauty comes, the right people come into my world, and it's like I need to sit with self more and give myself the presence and love that I deserve. My life's a dream, like everything I'm doing is amazing. It fucking really is. Like coming back to that, and it's the money guilt. I know it's there. I see you, I feel you. It's that guilt drives my decision to really, not so much what I'm doing, but it's like grind away to get the results quicker, and coming back to the fact that I'm still making continual improvements every day, and I'm putting time in. I'm doing so well. Like I'm balancing so different things. Like, you know, being part of community, and I'm learning and doing coaching, and I just lose track of that. It's like, oh, I'm not making progress. I'm not doing anything. Like my ebook's not done today, and my content's behind, and and it's like just keeps. It's like it's never ending, but it's just coming back to self, and I need to prioritize a bit more time for me to go inwards and just feel that love and really acknowledge me and focus on the past and what I've done. And it's getting towards the end of the year and just really acknowledging like how much I have done in this year and just how much I've grown. Like I feel like I just really, it's like I really broke free this year. So yeah, the pain that I've been in, it's like, yeah, it's like this year's a change, like this is a shift, and you know, things have changed. Like it's different now. Yeah, it's like I've broken free of the darkness. It's like I feel for people that are in it. I've been there for a long time. Like the darkness is not a nice place to be, and it's like this year's been a big shift for me, and it's like it still tries to. It's like yesterday it tries to pull me back in, but I'm like, fuck you. It's like, fuck you, I'm done. It's like I'm stronger than you. Like the darkness is like it's been there, but it's like it won't consume me. It's like I've fucking been here. I've been here for. I deserve better. I'm like this year's like my shift. I'm like no longer will. My pain's my pain. Like no one will ever no one will truly understand the depth of my pain, but that's okay. Like no one has to, and no one ever will. No one can truly appreciate or go through what I've been through, but it's like I've come out of the darkness, and it's like fuck you, I'm not going back. You know, like I'm stronger than you. Like nothing's greater than the challenge that I've faced with mental health, and it's like I can do all these physical challenges, but it's still, to this day, it's like still the biggest battle I've faced. It's never ending. It's the power of the mind. But I'm like, I fucking love me, and it's like I deserve all the things that are in my world and what's coming to me. And I continually get up each day, and I'm a fucking warrior, and I keep pushing. Like, if I can be the symbol of hope for one person, if I can change the trajectory of someone's life through impact of my message, it's like it's all worthwhile, you know. If I can give people hope, if I can push people and show what's capable, like what they're capable of, everyone is a hero. Everyone's an athlete. I'm no superhuman. I'm just another person, you know. I'm just an average guy doing extraordinary things. I've been put on this planet to show human potential. It's like I just got to come back to the self and love for me, and look what I'm fucking doing. Like, look at me. Not the world, but me. Like, look at me in the mirror. It's like, look at you. Like, look at your body. Look what you're doing. Look how you're showing up for the world. Like, you're incredible. And it's just feeling that love for self and opening the heart. I'm being challenged, like, through different relationships are challenging me, and it's like I can't let that disempower me. Like, I'm so fucking powerful. If no one loves me, that's okay, but I love me, and that's all that matters. Happy Monday. Oh, happy Monday, world.